Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm shooting 2 videos in one day. Look at me, goddamn, on a roll. I'm like, just trying to give y'all everything y'all been asking for. But this is a video on how I got into modeling, and like my modeling journey, and you know how all of that came about. So I've always wanted to model. Like, I've always wanted to try it out as a young girl, like from primary school, preschool. No, not preschool. But I did get scouted when I was in preschool. My mom said no. Got scouted a few times in primary. My mom said no. Got scouted a few times in high school. Still, my mom was like no. And then she was like, you're going to get distracted. You're going to drop out of school. You're not going to focus. Like, you know, modeling isn't the most stable career. You need to have school. Also, you know, parents, like my mom's old school also, you know, like modeling isn't considered like a real job. You get me? Even though it really is. It's a lot of work. I'll get into that. Everyone thinks it's easy. I did too. I thought it was easy too. No. So I finished high school and then I went to Rhodes. So I was studying in the Eastern Cape. Can't do modeling in the Eastern Cape. So I remember in 2018, I was in second year and I was traveling between Joburg and Grahamstown quite a bit, like once a month, every 2 months. I was like, maybe I can like do the modeling thing and like see where that goes, you know. I applied to a few agencies. I think the first one of them was Boss. I did apply to Boss in 2018, got rejected. And then I also applied to G3 and then they accepted me. So I was signed to G3 Models. They no longer exist now, but they used to be like one of the big agencies back in the day. And I was with them, but like, I didn't work. I didn't do anything because I was in Grahamstown at Rhodes in the Eastern Cape. How am I gonna work if I'm not going to castings in Johannesburg? No one is shooting in the Eastern Cape, bro. Like, there's no agencies and stuff like that in the Eastern Cape, you know? So, yeah, that was tough. Like, if there's a casting, like, they tell you about castings, like, the day before, on the day of, or, like, you know, I'm not just gonna hop on a flight today. I've got a test soon. I've got tutorials due, assignments due, bruh. Exams coming up, dog. Like, priorities, obviously. I'm not gonna hop on a flight. My leaves will be happy. Like, no. I graduated from Rhodes in 2021. So 2020 was my final year, and like I was just at home and finishing off my final year. And then in 2021 I was meant to graduate, like have my proper graduation. Like I was a graduand, but you know, COVID and stuff, so I didn't have my graduation until last year. But 2021, I was like, January, no work. I'm sending through like applications, like, you know, that thing of like, you're just so demotivated because you're just getting like rejection letters or like people aren't responding. Like, the dog, oh my gosh. If it's not the dog, it's the construction. Like, ignore that. So like I was just demotivated, bruh, like, cause I'm thinking, okay, I need to like go into like the workforce, you know, and like work, use my degree, and like it was just like making me like just so sad. Like I'm at home, it's COVID, I can't leave the house, I can't get a job, I'm not seeing my friends, like, like I'm just like stagnant and I just feel stuck and I hate that feeling, you know. I just want to like do something, bro. Like I just want to do something. I want to get out the house. I want to do something with my life. I want to just start anything. So I was like, cool, let me take a gap year and try the modeling thing again. And it was one random night. I remember I was like, I'm gonna apply, because I was talking to my friends about like they kept talking to me about modeling. I was just like, no, but I was just scared to start because I was scared of failing or like scared of not making it because I'd been rejected by my dream agency before, which was Boss. So I was like, nah, maybe I'll try a different one and stuff. But I remember one night I was just fed up. I was like, let me just do it. Like the worst thing that could happen is I'm told no, and like that's okay. I've been through that already. I can go through it again. Did I die? No. Like it's gonna be fine. Nothing's gonna change. Like I'll just continue trying to find something. So I was like, let me just apply. I remember I got up, I checked my phone, I checked for the requirements. I went into the Boss website, because that's what you do. I went into the Boss website and I checked what kind of pictures they needed. And then they needed like a full body picture, and I didn't have like full body pictures of myself. So I literally got up because I wasn't wearing clothes. I got up, I put on a bikini. You don't have to send pictures in a bikini. You don't have to do that. Actually, you should. I don't recommend it. You don't have to do that. That's just what I did. I put on a bikini because it was the easiest thing. It was right there also. Usually you just wear like skin tight clothes. And I've been pap. I put on a bikini. I can even find the picture. I'm looking for it now on my phone. I put on a bikini and I pulled up my ring light and I took a couple of pictures. This, like, I look like that meme. This was the full body picture I submitted. It was like, what time was it? It was 8 p.m. here, 9 March 2021, 7:59 p.m. in my bedroom. This is the picture I submitted. Like, I'm just standing there, look at my face. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, that's the picture I submitted, and then I sent through like other portraits of my face, of me just smiling and like not smiling, just like plain background, whatever. And I sent them through immediately, like that night. When I tell you that the next morning I woke up to an email from the administrator from Boss Joburg, and she was like, got your application, can we set up a meeting? I'm like, oh, kind of nervous, but okay, sure. Like, so they just wanted to see me and talk to me and like then decide. So I think I went into the agency 2 days after because I was busy the following day. So I went through the day after that, and that's the day I got signed. They just like took my measurements, took pictures. We read through the contract. I remember like I was even like texting my mom and calling my mom, like discussing the contract with her. At this point, I was 2021. I think I was 22. No, I was 22, turning 23 that year. Yeah. So it was still March. So I was still 22, and then I was turning 23 later that year. And yeah, I got signed. I was super happy. Like I was chuffed. Chuffed. So that's how I got into modeling. But like that was like Boss Joburg, right? So I stayed with Boss Joburg. They're still my mother agency, and they'll always be, family. Even though now I've moved to Cape Town. So how it happened when I moved to Cape Town, like everything happened so quick. Like my career, like zoom, like it was quick. Grateful for it, hella, but it was really quick. So it was March, and then I went into Boss because they called me in. They said that one of the agents from Boss Cape Town wants to see me. So I was like, okay, cool. I remember I went in like towards the end of March. It was like towards the end of March, and they were meeting with me and another girl. I remember I walked in the office, saw this tall girl, like tall, beautiful girl. And we're actually friends today. My friend Faye, the agent, interviewed us and spoke to us and like checked our poses and stuff, gave us some advice and like just some tricks here. And she was like, okay, cool. Like I want to sign you guys to Boss Cape Town. I was like, amazing. That's great. I'll have work in Cape Town. And she was like, yeah, but you need to come to Cape Town. I was like, okay, well, that's exciting. Like, trip to Cape Town. Like, I can plan that. And she was like, yeah, in 2 days. I was like, oh, okay. For how long? And I think it was like, I'm supposed to stay in Cape Town for like a month, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember. A month or two, or I don't remember. But we're supposed to be in Cape Town just to like test the waters, try it out, see if it's like our market or not, right? So 2 days later, Faith and I flew out to Cape Town. We stayed in the model house. We met another girl there who was also super lovely, also friends with her, now still Kelly. And it was the three of us. It was this cute model house. Ew. Yeah, that was very interesting because my mom had a really tough time, like with me being in Cape Town and stuff. I'm my mom's only kid. Like, she really struggled with me being in Cape Town. I think with me going to Rhodes was different because it's like it's school. But now, like, I'm in Cape Town for this long, and I'm my first time like living by myself. Because in uni I always stayed in res, but like not living by myself, but you know, like living independently and like paying for it myself, paying for everything myself. And obviously at first, like I was still depending on my mom, but you know, like as time went on, like I started making my own money. But I remember, I think for like a while, for like 2 weeks, I was so stressed out because I was going to castings, doing test shoots, but like I wasn't booking any like jobs. And that like brought upon like a lot of just like insecurities and like self-doubt and stuff, and like it was horrible. End of April, I got confirmed for um, my first job, which was the Truett's spring summer campaign for 2021. And that's still one of my favorite shoots. Like, those pictures were so crisp. Like, those pictures were so good. You wouldn't think that was my first shoot. Like, my agency, like, still uses some of those photos because they were so good. Like, I actually did such a good job for that to be my first campaign. My first job, you know, it was a 3-day campaign. We shot all the way in Paul. We shot all the way there, and that was a lot of fun. And I was like, okay, cool, like, you know, great. And then I went back home because I was like, okay, cool, I've stayed my 2 months, you know. So I went back to Joburg. Didn't work in Joburg, but then got confirmed for another big job, Sissy Boy. I was like, oh my God, like, and it's a campaign. I'm like, oh my God, a Sissy Boy campaign. Like, that's so exciting. I love Sissy Boy, you know? So I flew back to Cape Town, shot my Sissy Boy campaign. And just when I was about to leave, I get confirmed for another job, Ashlux. Ashlux is this Nigerian luxury brand. And that was another big campaign because that's like international now. I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's incredible. And that was another like 3-day campaign. That was huge because I had like posters and like the church one also had posters, and so did Sissy Boy, but like the Ashlux one, like it was international. So I had billboards, like not just posters that you see in the shops, like billboards in London and in Lagos. So I was like, hectic, man. Like, man's international, innit? Like, goddamn. And then I went back home because I was like, okay, sharp. Like, no more jobs confirmed. Like, I'm not really doing much. You know, I want to go back home, you know. Plus I have Boss Joburg, like I'm attending castings and stuff there, even though I wasn't working in Joburg. Like, I keep flying back and forth. And I think I shot Ashlux in August. So I think I did go back home for my birthday, and then I came back to shoot Ashlux. And then I was at home in Joburg, and then I get a phone call from my mother agent, Boss Joburg, and she's like, you have been confirmed for Woolworths for this contract for a month. And Woolworths is usually like a very consistent client, so you'll need to like go to Cape Town and think about, you know, staying there for at least a month or two, consistently. So I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. Like, and I was like, you know, at this point, I'm flying back and forth the whole year. Like, I was like, let me just stay. So I took 2 suitcases, packed my stuff. I took all my things. Like, instead of just packing a bag in J, like, you know, a suitcase in J, I was packing like my stuff. Like, I'm moving. Because I was like, I might as well, you know? So that was like November 2021. That's when I like properly, I think, like, yeah, moved to Cape Town. I remember, I think it was like February of 2022. I got signed to my second international agency because the first one I got signed to was in Sweden when I just moved to Cape Town. But I didn't work with them. But that was really cool as well. I'm still with them. They're in Stockholm, and I've worked with them. They're the ones who booked me my job in Greece. Like that was incredible. Um, and yeah, guys, I've been talking, but it's been a journey because I got signed to in February I got signed to second international agency, which was in London. I remember I went to that casting. There was so many girls, and I was just like feeling like, yo, they're not gonna book me because a lot of the things like you're gonna compare yourself in the industry, like whether you like it or not. You can be confident and sure of yourself, but you do kind of compare because you're like, what she got that I don't got that I know the client wants or that I know the agency wants, so there will be those things. Comparison is the thief of joy. I don't believe in comparing with anyone outside of anything, but sometimes those moments will happen in this industry. Like, it's gonna happen. So I was just feeling like, I'm not sure, hey, like, I don't know if they'll take me. But the interview went really well, the casting, I guess, went really well, happened at the agency here in Cape Town. And I was just like, usually when I do castings and stuff like that, like, I do it, and I'm like, fingers crossed, and then I let it go into the universe. Whatever happens, happens. What is for me will find me. I did my part. I had a shot. If it's for me, you know where to find me. But so it was for me. Because, my agent called me and he was like, yeah, you got signed. And I was like, incredible. So I was like, they'll push me for jobs now. I'm like working really hard to like make money so that I can travel to London. So I was like, okay, cool. Now it was like February, March. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go to London like June when it's like winter this side and summer that side, because that's when it's season. When people say like season, it's season. It means like it's summertime. That's when like you're working a lot. That's when you're getting a lot of work. So with models, like you want to chase the summer because you want to work during season. That's when you're getting a lot of bookings. Winter time it kind of slows down, and then summertime it peaks again. So I was like, cool, going to London. I've never traveled. I've never left the country. I have a passport, but like it's because I went to Swaziland. Like I've never been to like any other African country or like abroad. Like it was my first time, and I remember I was going back and forth doing like my visa applications because I did my I had to get my UK visa and I had to get my Schengen visa as well, because if you're in Europe, like you might as well have your Schengen visa in case you need to travel while you're there, because you're gonna get castings for places in other parts of Europe and not just in the UK. So that was like hectic, man. Like, it was a lot of stress. It was very stressful. But, made the money, got the visas, and traveled to London. And I was there June, July, August, September. Then I came back like end of September because it was also cold now and season was ending. So it was like I wasn't really working much anymore. Then I came back to SA and moved back into my old apartment with my same flatmate. And like that was, I even graduated when I came back because I was like, I have to come back for grad. And grad was in October. So I was like, I have to come back for grad anyways. So works in my favor. So I came back into my graduation, and now it's 2023, man. And I've just been modeling, and I got signed to like a few more agencies: Hamburg, Stockholm, Denmark, London, Joburg, Cape Town. So those are the agencies that I'm signed to. So I got all of them. Those are the agencies I'm signed to. So I got signed to 2 more, Denmark and Hamburg. And then I have my London one and the Stockholm one, Joburg and Cape Town. So you can have different agencies in different cities. That's fine. So you can even have, like I have Boss Joburg and Boss Cape Town, but you can be signed to like Boss Cape Town and like Ice and Joburg or something, doesn't matter. It's just about the city, but it's just much easier if you're working with the same agency throughout. But like that's my journey, you guys, so far. And I don't know what else to say. Like, it's been incredible. Let me see. I actually got some questions. How do I start a career like yours? I really don't know how to answer that question. Everyone's career is different. And another question I get a lot is like, I've been trying to like get signed. Why am I not getting signed? Like, if if they're not for you, like they're not for you. Like Boss rejected me in 2018, and then they signed me in 2021, So I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the agencies. I can't help you get signed. I'm just another model. You just have to try your luck. When you're applying for an agency, you need to have professional pictures for them to take you. You don't have to have professional pictures. I showed you on my picture. That was not professional. Yes, it's good to have digitals and maybe your own portfolio, but like I feel like that's like back in the day because the agency will help you build your portfolio and put you on like a development board. Like that's what happened with me with Boss. Like it's like these are the fresh models who don't really have a portfolio, But I'm always someone who had like done photo shoots in uni. I was always the girl taking pictures, doing photo shoots, doing her makeup, doing her hair, Lukotini, like, girl. I was always that girl in high school and in uni, especially just doing photo shoots with like photographers and stuff. But that was mainly because I was an influencer back then, and that was for like my Instagram. But it did help with like bossing me. Also, having a clean Instagram helped me a lot. Like I said, like my career, I've been very blessed. I've worked hard, child. Like I'll even like talk about like my struggles in the modeling industry. Like I said, it's not you. People are arguing, but it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There have been ups and downs. Okay, like we have struggled. Like all the rumors you hear about the industry, some of them are true. Some of them are true. And like, man, like you know what you're signing up for. Read your contracts. I read mine. Do your research. Like everyone's experience is different. This is mine. Everyone's career is different. So when people want to have a career like mine, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not even the one booking these jobs. Like my agents are the ones booking the jobs for me. It's just up to me to maintain my image, maintain myself as a brand, promote myself as a model, as a brand, as Opalisa. It's also about your personality, whether you have the look that clients are looking for or not, or that agencies are looking for or not. You get what I mean? So yeah, like it really is so contextual, but that's my journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm tired of talking. Santandi. Mwah.